Art Collins here. Got a very interesting system to show you today. The volume reversal 10-minute trade. You're only in it for 10 minutes. Here's how it works. Set your chart to 5-minute day session only, 8:30 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Central Time. Between 8:45 and 2:30 p.m. If the close is less than the previous low and the bar volume is higher than the two bar volumes that preceded it, go long. Mirror image for the short side. The close is greater than the previous high. The bar volume is higher than that of the two bars preceding it. And you get out 2 bars 10 minutes later on that open. So the deal is you got a close here on a 5-minute bar higher than the previous bar's high and a volume that was higher than the highest of the 2 volumes going into it. So you sell short on that open and you hold it 2 bars, exit on the second bar open. This one had a close lower than the previous low, and again, a volume that bar that was higher than the 2 bars coming into it. So you buy the next open there, hold it 2 bars, exit on that. Just a little side note here. This little tinkering came as the result of me trying to do the opposite. I figured if you had a volume push and the close was higher than the previous high, you go long. Nope, just the opposite. These little pushes tend to peter out and give you a little bit of an opportunity in the opposite direction. This is what you get in the S&Ps from 2010 through July 24th, 2020. $129,000. You got more trades than Carter's got pills. 47% profit, $4.37 average trade, with a drawdown of 8,600 and a return on account of 1503. Let's just address this for a second. Your worst trade was 42.62. That trade occurred on March 12th of this year, in the middle of our hyper coronavirus environment. Here it is right here. You sold at 25.27 and you bought at 26.12. Okay? So until you get some perspective on what these 5-minute bars represent, might not mean as much as it should. This was actually a day that had a 214-point range from the high to the low. So what that also means, though, is that these other trades you see, most of them that happen to be winners, also traveled relatively big distances. Okay? So what's the bottom line on that March 12th trade? $3,800 profit. So you get some idea of why we advisors tear our hair out. I'd like to give you a simple example of what you do about that big loss, but I can't. You're just going to have to do a little bit of tooling yourself. All right. So this is what the rest of the markets look like. S&P remains the best if you go by return on account, or by net profit for that matter. But all the others certainly, if nothing else, point to a very healthy bias if you're just doing some day trading or even scalping. But what about these low trades? I mean, how much work do we have to do to make something tradable out of this? I'm going to show you yet another curveball on this idea. This is what you got when you traded in 2020 only, the hyper environment. Now you got some average trades that if I were showing you any other system, I'd say, hey, you're knocking on the door. You're almost there, if not there. So, just giving you information, folks. You're going to have to process some of it, same as I do. A terrific bias for the idea, something approaching tradable in the current hyper environment we're in now. The final steps on how you actually do it, probably going to take a little bit of work on your part. If you see anything great, let me know. And I appreciate you joining me, as always. Catch you next time.